This is me at 211 pounds, the biggest I've ever been, but that's about to change.
I did one 5K every day for 30 straight days, and I'm going to show you how you can do it too.
Who'da thought, who'da think, did 100 through the weekend, now they calling out at me, baby. Couldn't stop, ain't no shrink, had it sweated till it leaking, now we feeling like a sink, baby. Ain't no ceiling in the way, had to peel them out the way, have a feel we on the way, baby. Feel like Pac, I'm the preacher, my call, let them leech, had to learn it ain't for me, baby. They don't know.
Since overcoming the struggles of ulcerative colitis, such as internal bleeding and many other problems, I haven't trained seriously since 2017. But now with my health under control, it's time to get back to what I do best: run. I've decided to take on the challenge of running a 5K every day. It's a manageable challenge that anyone can do. Before my diagnosis, I was working out 4 to 6 hours a day, but with significant health troubles, maintaining that level of training became impossible. In this video, I want to show you how I got back into the game after being out for 6 years, and how you can do the same, no matter your fitness level. Let me take you back. I've been playing sports since before I could walk, and I started running competitively at the age of 11. Running became my identity. In 2017, at the age of 25, I was still running competitively, but I couldn't perform at my best. It wasn't due to a lack of training or focus. Unbeknownst to me, I was battling ulcerative colitis at the highest level of competition. It became increasingly difficult to leave my house and to make it to workouts. From 2017 until today, I've been learning to battle UC, which took a major toll on my love for running. Due to the severity of your condition, Chase, I'm afraid that we're going to have to put your track and field career on hold. Your priorities should now be on managing your health. But Doc, running was my life. Is there any hope that I can get back to where I was? I mean, with time, treatment, and a strong mindset, you can improve your condition. However, I think your days of competing at a high level are over. After 6 years and finally feeling like myself, I embarked on a journey of recovery, one step at a time, determined to reclaim my passion for running. It wasn't until recently that I rediscovered my love for running, once I found an effective treatment plan for my UC. However, I'm much different now than in 2017. I'm older, I'm slower, I'm carrying more weight than ever. I can no longer perform like the old me. But with age and experience comes wisdom. My training schedule for the 30-day 5K challenge reflects the slow changes in my body and mind. I approach this journey like a beginner, understanding the need to gradually build up. Each day I take one step closer to the person I was 6 years ago. It's not about comparing myself to the old me, it's about embracing the journey and celebrating every milestone along the way. So join me as I share my journey on bouncing back from illness to achieve what seemed impossible. Together, we'll learn how to overcome challenges and embrace the joy of running, no matter where we are starting from. Plan of action for my 30-day 5K journey. The first week of my 30-day 5K journey was all about building a solid foundation. I followed a plan to increase my jogging portion by 1 mile per week until I could jog the full 3.1 miles. Every 2 to 3 days, I would increase the portion in which I ran by 0.25 miles. By day 3, I was already feeling it in my joints and feet. Day 3 is done. I did a ruck walk or a ruck run where you wear like a vest, a weighted backpack or something. I have a vest. I went outside, Lake Marowalk, 3.1 miles. It was great. I felt good doing it. I definitely am feeling it in my knees and my ankles and shins. So it's time for some like new well-supported shoes, because concrete is like the worst thing that you can walk on. And that's what I did 2 days in a row. Again, feeling it in my shins and feet. Take care of my feet, take care of my shins, ankles, calves with some foam rolling, stretching, make sure that I have the proper shoes. And I'm going to try my new fancy Compex stem kit and that review. So that was day 3. See you guys tomorrow. It was a reminder of how much my body had changed since my competitive days. By day 6, I was ready for a well-deserved rest day. The journey was challenging, but I was determined to push through. No resting here. I forgot to do yesterday, day 6, but I took notes. So yesterday was a tough day. Would have probably made yesterday a rest day if not for the 5K every day challenge. I really wanted to focus on recovery, so I ended up spending a lot of time stretching. And then for my exercise, I did it on the treadmill. I jogged 0.75 miles, walked 2.35 miles. I don't know. I did okay. My heart rate was 160. It's pretty high. Maybe I don't need to go so fast the next time. Day 7 was a struggle. Breaking that barrier into a mile presented unexpected challenges. First, the challenge was boredom. I wasn't used to this slow-paced work. Second, the challenge was endurance. I felt okay in the beginning, but as I continued, I started to struggle. On one of my morning runs, I ran, determined not to look at the time or distance. I knew I had covered at least a mile until I looked down at my watch and realized it was only 0.42 miles into my full mile run. I had to dig deep and keep pushing. Another challenge during these first 7 days was learning how to breathe correctly while exercising. I think one of the things that happened is maybe I was listening to the book Breathe by James Nestor. So I tried nasal breathing and it was so hard. It was not a good sight. There was stuff coming out of my nose. It was all good, but it just made me realize how much I need to practice my nasal breathing.
If you like what you're seeing so far, don't forget to like and subscribe.
I took the recommendation of a friend and read Breathe by James Nestor. It taught me the importance of breathing and how to breathe effectively. It was one of the ways I was able to distract myself during the runs by listening to the book on Audible. However, applying those techniques while exercising proved to be more challenging. But with practice, it started to become easier. I considered learning how to breathe correctly a mini challenge within the greater challenge. With my new breathing technique, day 8 was a turning point. Things started to click, and I realized how proper breathing could improve my performance. Armed with a good night's rest and the right breathing technique, I felt confident to push myself further. On days 9, 10, 11, and 12, I increased my distance leading up to the 2-mile portion of my journey. As the mileage went up, I noticed extra pressure on my joints, particularly my shins, Achilles, calves, ankles, feet, and back. It was a sign that it was time for new training shoes. I visited my favorite local shoe store, and now equipped with the right shoes, I was ready to tackle the remaining challenges of this journey. One thing I noticed as the distance increased was that my weight was making it harder. That's when I decided to implement fasting to aid in weight loss. By incorporating fasting into my routine and making mindful choices in the kitchen, I began to see positive changes in my weight. Now that I had picked up the pace and was running the full 3.1 miles, the goal was 2.5 jog, 0.6 walk. However, I jogged the whole 3.1. So day 18 was the first day that I did the full 5K jogging. I did my 100 push-ups in the morning. I ran all 3.1. It was a great day at Kezar Stadium in San Francisco. It was beautiful and sunny. I was running a little bit late, so I got there early to do my workout before my client came. However, I was probably 5-10 minutes behind on when I knew my time would finish for the 5K. So I decided to run all of it, see if I can get the time in and get to train my client. And I did it. I noticed I was getting more sore and having a hard time to recover fully. I relearned the importance of a proper warm-up, proper cool down, and how to incorporate active recovery into my longer training days. I also focused on getting the best sleep possible to aid in my recovery. As I entered the final stretch, I shifted my focus to training for speed. No more ruck runs. I incorporated light jogging before my designated speed day. Day 28 became a new PR, as I saw improvements in my speed and endurance. So day 25, I was dead in the morning. I needed the rest last night. I'm going to push through on day 25. I was doing my complex stem unit in the morning to prepare, and I did another foam roll session before my workout. Foam rolling before and after is actually key. This was done at day 25, was done at Kezar Stadium. I showed up before my client, and so I got after it, and I got all 3 miles I ran my whole 5K for the first time under 30 minutes. But just like any journey, setbacks and disappointments were inevitable. Day 29 and day 30 tested my resilience. As I went for new PRs on both days, I couldn't quite recover from my PR following day 28. I woke up not feeling the best. It was kind of hard to tell. I did an early morning foam roll, stretch, stem session, It was a great idea. So I went before my training session. I wanted to get like a really good time because I had a little bit of, I got new shoes. That felt great. And I was at the track. And I always try to use the track as a more, not speed day, but try to go for a good time. And it was a struggle at the track. I mean, the shoes felt great. But other than that, it was a tough workout day. I thought I was moving, but also felt struggle from mile 1 to mile 3.1. So, based on my splits, it was clearly a struggle. And like I said, I really tried to push it. I really tried to go for it. So I had one more day. This was day 29. So let's see what day 30 is like. Day 30, our last day, I went to bed at like super early, like 9. Woke up about my average time, like 6. Woke up and went for my run. And my body was still not fully recovered. I could tell it was not going to be an easy day, and it definitely wasn't an easy day. It was, every step was a challenge. My body was just screaming for some rest. I don't know if psychologically it's because it was day 30. I figured day 30 I would have been a little bit more hype, a little bit more active, but that's okay. Act like I don't know why my body is beat up, but it's because you go for 30 straight days. You're gonna have some days that just suck. And yesterday and today were those sucky days. So, that's fine. This is just the beginning, 30 days down, and we're going to do maybe 30 more and 30 more and 30 more. So I'll see you all later. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. I'm kind of sad, I'm like, oh man, my runs are over, but really they're not. I'm not just going to stop running because my 30 days are up. That wouldn't make any sense. So see you guys next time. Throughout the 30-day journey, I followed a progressive plan, gradually increasing my distance over time. Day by day, I pushed myself and proved that with dedication and perseverance, anything is possible. I hope that you are able to join me as I shared my journey bouncing back from illness and reclaiming my passion for running. No matter where you are in your fitness journey, remember that progress comes one step at a time. Today, I stand as someone that not only overcome the challenges of ulcerative colitis, but also as a testament to the power of resilience and the importance of taking one step at a time. This journey was never about me. It was about showing others that success is possible when we give ourselves the time we need to heal and grow. I continue to run today for my own personal joy, but also hoping to serve as a symbol of resilience, reminding everyone that success is not always measured in medals, but in the journey itself.